on January 29th at 6:03. Okay, we'll go ahead, let's do pledge allegiance. Sandra, would lead us, please?
Sure. Thank you. Price. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have roll call, please?
I will now commence roll call. Commissioner Takayama?
Present.
Commissioner Olguin?
Present.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Present.
Chair Baez?
Present.
The commission has a quorum.
Well, good. Do you have any corrections in the agenda?
We do.
Chair, there are no corrections to the agenda.
Okay. Public comments. Do you have any public comments?
Chair, we received one public comment at this time. However, due to the individual not being present, we are going to hold that item until Commissioner Takayama's oral.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Okay, I hope the approvals of the minutes from August 25th.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes of August 25th?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion to approve the August 25th, 2025 Traffic and Safety Commission minutes by Commissioner Takayama, seconded by Chair Baez. I will now commence roll call. Commissioner Takayama?
Yes.
Commissioner Olguin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Yes.
Chair Baez?
Yes.
The motion passes.
Okay, we're in regular business. Item 2. The always stop sign. Heidi and North Park.
Thank you, Chair. With this recommendation, Mr. Dennis Barnes, traffic engineer, will provide you with the agendized item number 2.
Thank you, Director. Good evening, Commissioners. We'll start off with stating the recommendations for this particular item for the all-way stop at the intersection of Harding Avenue and Park Avenue. Receive and file the all-way stop sign study for the intersection of Harding Avenue at Park. Second part of the recommendation was to approve the city traffic engineer's recommendation to approve the request for an all-way stop sign intersection at Harding Avenue and Park Avenue, and to install red curb on the intersection approaches, as shown in Figure 6. Install a yellow ladder crosswalk on the north and east legs of the intersection, and install stop ahead warning signs on Harding Avenue in the east and west directions and on Park Avenue. A little background information. The Public Works Department received a request to investigate the intersection to consider the installation of stop signs at that intersection. In the report, I've provided some background information as to the what we consider when we look at an all-way stop intersection. Typically, we're looking for 8 hours of any 8 hours of an average day, 300 vehicles entering, 5 or more right angle accidents, and 30 seconds delay to any particular vehicle in the peak hour. Those are the minimum criteria. They also have some other caveats that we talk about, that the Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Devices mentions in terms of the 200 PED vehicles entering the intersection in combination with the bikes and so forth. And then there's, if no particular one criterion is satisfied, you can reduce the volumes by 80%. And then there's some other criteria that is considered by the traffic engineer to be reviewed as well. In your report, on page 2, I've provided an overall intersection aerial view to show where the location is. Figures 2 and 3 give you a street view of the approaches to that intersection in the east and westbound directions, respectively. In addition, I've included in figures 4 and 5 additional street view of the picture of the intersection looking in the southbound direction on Park, as well as a northbound view if you're in the school side looking north. Considering to do an analysis of the request, typically we ordered average daily traffic volume counts on the approaches. In addition, we also investigated the 3 years of accident history to see if it would meet any of the right angle, the 5 angles, 5 right angle accidents each year in a 3-year period. I also mentioned about the red curb as it applies to the new daylighting law in terms of also increases sightline visibility. I mentioned the ADT, and I should note in there that our counts indicated that an ADT of 740 vehicles west of Park and an ADT of 865 vehicles east of Park. That's just kind of background information. To do the analysis of the stop sign, in the back of your reports is attachment B. There's a summary of the stop line warrant sheet. It provides a good reference that you can see in terms of some of the criteria, what is looked at. There's a Switter's diagram included as well. There really were no accidents occurring at the intersection. However, when we looked at the pedestrian counts, there were substantial numbers in the AM peak and then the PM peak. I didn't put a summary table in there, but at that intersection is right next to a school. In the morning, between 7 and 9 a.m., a total of 407 pedestrians and bikes were observed at the intersection during that 7 to 9 p.m. a.m. peak hour. And during the afternoon or 4 to 6 p.m. Peak hour, there were 236 pedestrians. So that gives you an indication that it is quite busy in terms of school children utilizing the intersection. And then if you look at the stop sign warrant sheet that I included in the report, you'll see that for the most part, the volumes, it was not met any of that criteria. A combination of warrants was not met. However, on the bottom of that stop sign warrant sheet, there's options. Need to control left turn conflicts, that would be with vehicles and that many pedestrians utilizing the crosswalk. In your reports, I have a figure 6 gives you an indication of what the recommendations or conclusions that I came up with. In view of the large number of pedestrians are using that particular intersection, primarily school children. We didn't meet volumes, but there are conflicts there in the potential with the left turn vehicles that coming from Park and the other directions. So the potential is high for, even though there's no immediate accidents, potential is there though in terms of safety that we need to control the operations of that intersection to provide an overall better level of safety. So on the stop sign sheet warrant in your reports, my response to my investigation was that if you go out there and you go down Park, vehicles are parked up near the intersection there in that southbound direction. If you drive it in the eastbound or westbound direction, there's cars parked right up near the intersection, and it's free flow. There's no stop sign control. Based on my findings and observation of the site, is my recommendation that to provide a better overall safety of that intersection, I'm recommending the installation and approval, requesting approval of an all-way stop intersection. Figure 6 on page 6 of your report gives you an overview of the recommendations I'm proposing. You can see there are yellow crosswalks in the north and east legs of the intersection. The installation of a 30-inch stop sign both on east and westbound Harding and in the southbound Park. And in advance, there would be some stop-ahead warning signs. I've also provided, just for reference, the legal requirements about the daylighting law. So it's my recommendation that the commission consider approval of the recommendation to make this an all-way stop intersection. There would be a plaque applied below the stop sign there indicating that it is an all-way stop. I believe that will enhance and provide a better level of safety for that intersection and all the children and other adults and so forth, residents that use it. And with that, I will now open it up to any questions that the commissioners may have.
Any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, I see this here, it's been a while since we tried to get this before for an all-way stop. Because the children there just cross the streets. You know, the parents don't even listen, you know what I mean? I like the red curves coming back. That has to be done because those guys park right in the curb, right at the curb. You can't even look around, see around the corner because the car's right there. So my recommendation, I'd like to approve that recommendation of the always stop signs on Head, Hardy and North Park.
A second.
We have a motion to approve this item by Chair Beas, seconded by Commissioner Olguin. I will now commence roll call. Commissioner Takayama?
Yes.
Commissioner Olguin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Yes.
Chair Beas?
Yes.
The motion passes unanimously.
Okay, next we have okay. It's a blue curve at 205 North 4th Street. Do we have?
Thank you very much, Chair.
Please.
Item number 3 is 205 South 4th Street, a blue curb application. With the recommendation is Mr. Dennis Barnes, traffic engineer.
All right, thank you, Director. I'll start off by restating what the recommendation is, and that is to approve the city traffic engineer's recommendation to approve the request for the installation of a disabled parking space and sign, ADA sign, should be stated at 205 South 4th Street. The request was received by staff in the Public Works Department. In your reports, I repeated some of the criteria as what the city's policy is. The applicant submitted all the required information with terms of the being a residence, driver's license, current ADA placard, and so forth. The other key components is the garage specs in terms of driveway, if they have a van or a passenger vehicle, and if it's lift operated. The big consideration is always what the driveway width or the garage width is. If an applicant owns a passenger vehicle, must not have a driveway or have a driveway that is less than 14 feet wide, which would mean that it's too narrow to accommodate the vehicle's ADA ingress, egress. With that in mind, Figure 1 gives you an overview of the location. In addition, on the next page 3 of the report, I've given you street views looking at the location. You're looking in the Figure 2, you can see it's a real narrow type driveway there. To identify what that width is, in Figure 3, I've used Google to identify that it's a driveway with almost 10.8 feet. So it's less than the key cutoff for the driveway spec within the policy. In Figure 4, it gives you an overview, I guess, I want to talk about the analysis here. The analysis was that the driveway width is, again, less than 14 feet, so it's narrow. It meets the requirement for the ADA policy. And so my conclusion was that this particular resident, the request for the ADA's blue curb space, he meets all the criteria. And I made the recommendation to install 22 feet of blue curb as shown in Figure 4. And then it gives you an idea as to, or illustrates where it would go in if approved. Again, also in terms of daylighting along, there is room at that particular location to accommodate in front of the residence, which is another requirement. So the daylighting law in terms of I guess it would be east of the driveway, would impact one vehicle. With that in mind, I would be happy to answer any questions that you may have relative to this blue curb request.
Any questions?
No, it's very apparent, especially in Figure 2, that it's very narrow in terms of the parking space. So I thank you for sharing those very clear images.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
It's on the corner of 4th Street and Los Angeles, right? Couple houses down from the corner.
Right.
You see where the black truck and the car right behind it? Where you have one of the Figure 2?
Figure 2.
Okay.
You'll see a truck and a car.
Yes, I see that, yes.
Okay, there's no red curb there. I live there. I know exactly how it works.
Okay,
Everybody there double parks. If you go there now, somebody already double parked. You can't put your car there until they get home. Then they move it up, or they leave it there all night. Right now, though, there's a car there right now on 4th Street, the dead center. Another car can, if you move it up, you'll fit another car. A regular Cadillac back behind it, because that was down the street. It's an Escalade and a big old truck. They take in the middle of the block in front of the house. I mean, I have nothing against blue curb, but that area should be looked at again. One, there's no red curb on the corner of 4th and where the stop signs are.
yeah,
I haven't seen this. Have you seen it yet?
yes, but so I guess with it, as I mentioned, with the daylighting, where that vehicle is, you see it in the Figure 2, would recommend that we install some red curb there.
Right.
So 15 feet.
That will help the people that live there. They know where they're at, because the house behind it has a big driveway to go through. They're long and narrow. I know that for a fact.
I see.
I have nothing against blue curb. It's just that something has to be done with the red curb there. Get the people out of the parking the red curb all night long. And the whole thing is that we have somebody go by there, parking park patrol, check the parking. Go by there, see them in the Right now, you go there, you go at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're parked there, and everybody coming home, there's no parking because they are taking up the 2 spaces, double park. I mean, not double park, park in the middle. So no matter what, what I'm saying is, I have nothing against blue. I'll go with the blue curve with that person. I can see that, but I'm just asking about that.
But in terms of the recommendation, a statement could be added. I mentioned putting in the blue curb and the ADA, and we could add this statement and add the red curb per the daylighting law.
Right.
And that would cover it.
That would help that corner there.
Yes.
Because like I say, it's jammed up as it is. They do, look at that on 4th and Los Angeles. I've been there 40-some years, that corner.
Can we have a clarification? So you're saying that at the corner here, this house has a long driveway or the
They all
one in the
have
middle?
long driveways.
But they're narrow.
Yeah, they're narrow. I'm not gonna say anything. They are narrow. I'm nothing but get it. I'm just saying about the other one. That because of that, people are losing the parking there because you don't park. I mean, they're putting the car right dead center. And so you can't get into the car behind it or in front of it. So we could have somebody go by there and check that out. Like I just came out of there right now and go, man, here we go again. That guy just leave his truck there. Street sweepers come, he went across the street, they double park there. When it passes, he's at his doorway waiting for him to go by. And he's right behind him, put it back in the middle. So it's blocking there's 2 driveways and he's in the middle. So the car can't get in there, can't put his other car behind it. That's the only thing I'm asking for.
Chair, so I would recommend, so I understand you're bringing up other traffic concerns in there. So the blue curve is being considered because the resident applied for it. So I would say probably take that matter, which is what we're recommending to you, and then allow the traffic commission staff to come back assessing what you're saying. Because I'm also concerned that we're just like, oh, we're going to approve red corner without really having exact what are we doing and what are we not doing, right? So I think we hear you, understand where you're going with it. Maybe we can come back separately on those concerns that you're bringing back, including the red curb on the corners in accordance with daylight savings law.
I do agree with that, but can we have somebody maybe go by and check it?
No, I think, that's part of it.
People's parking, I mean, I just want to let somebody go by and, we have to go park in our Olympic and Olympic's gonna be closed right now.
Yes, sir.
In a couple of weeks, we close it.
Chair, we'll monitor that.
Yeah, so we'll
take a
send
look at
staff
that,
to
yes, sir.
monitor and check it out as well.
Thank you.
Okay. So do we have any motions pertaining to the specific item?
I motion to approve the blue curb.
Okay, I second that motion.
We have a motion to approve this item by Commissioner Takayama, seconded by Commissioner Hernandez. I will now commence roll call. Commissioner Takayama? Commissioner Olguin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Yes.
Chair Baez?
Yes.
The motion passes.
Next item. It's the one on 730 Franklin, blue curb removal. Do we have anything on that one, please?
Yes, thank you once again, Chair. Item number 4 is the request to remove blue curb existing at 730 Frankel Avenue. Mr. Dennis Barnes, traffic engineer, went ahead and drafted the agenda item. It's very simple. The tenants came in that originally had requested the blue curb, but one of the issues that they are having is that there are other vehicles that are parking there, right? So the blue curb is not just dedicated to the individuals that live in front of that property, but it's also for, the entire community. Anybody with the blue curb, with the blood disabled parking placard could use the blue curb. So at this point in time, we are going to request authorization to remove the blue curb from the Traffic and Safety Commission.
Do we have any questions about that? Any comments?
No comment.
Okay. I'll go ahead and approve this, not approve it. I make motion to
I-
do this one.
I
remove
second it.
We have a motion to approve this item by Chair Bayes, seconded by Commissioner Takayama. I will now commence roll call. Commissioner Takayama?
Yes.
Commissioner Olguin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Yes.
Chair Bayes?
Yes.
The motion passes unanimously.
Oh, the first time of the removal. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one, which is item 5. What is that called? The lot of blue curb removal.
Thank you, Chair. Once again, 3125 Villa San Delaro, the removal of blue curb. Similar to the last request, the residents also see that the usage is not as much as they would have anticipated. Obviously, there are other community members that are able to access the blue curb, but at this time, they're requesting the removal for your consideration.
Any comments? Any questions? No? Any motions on it? I'll motion it to remove it.
I'll second it.
We have a motion to approve this item by Chair Bayes, seconded by Commissioner Takayama. I will now commence roll call. Commissioner Takayama?
Yes.
Commissioner Olguin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Yes.
Chair Bayes?
Yes.
The motion passes unanimously.
We have Commissioner comments. We have just yourself.
Yes. Okay, so the residents in specific local areas are reporting an ongoing public safety hazard caused by improperly discarded nitrous oxide canisters, commonly known by the brand name Whippet. These used containers are frequently found on roadways, causing motorists to swerve abruptly to avoid them. And this evasive action significantly increases the risk of traffic collisions and damage to vehicles or property.
Just clarification, is there a particular area or business that you're just?
It's
that
in
you're-
District 4, it's right there by the Old French Cafe. And I have been sent pictures in District 3 area,
Okay,
and there's also in District 5.
got it. Okay.
Down by the tracks, you also can find it.
Yeah.
Anything down the way. They line up there. It's
So yeah, this might be more of a public safety nuisance issue, so let us work with our PD and code enforcement and look
I
into it a
just-
little bit more.
I felt like it was also traffic just because they, like, like many residents run over them, and then they're like losing control of it.
Yeah, we're happy to look into it. Thank you.
Do we have any comments on that one?
Yes, Chair, we do have one public speaker on this item. The speaker is Brandon Takayama.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brandon Takayama. I'm bringing up this topic that Ms. Takayama brought up about her roles. For you who don't know what Whippet is, I'm going to give you a little brief description of it. It's nitrous oxide. Back in the mid-90s, backyard parties would bring their canisters of NOS, and they would consume it at parties. Now they've gone crafty where they put it in these tubes where they actually have these little carrying cases where they could strap it on them and take it with them and do what they want to do. I did bring it to the attention to Joseph Cota from Code Enforcement about it, and there is a smoke shop called Jungle Shop, smoke shop on Whittier Boulevard that sells this item. He did say that under Code Enforcement, that is a violation for them to be selling that. He did also say that he was going to contact PD to have them look at it. The only reason why is because there's a resident that lives in back of there on Alston where they consume it all the time. On Alston and on 22nd, there's like mountains of those canisters. Like I said, they were going to contact PD because that place opens as early as before school starts, and a lot of kids from the high schools are going over there to consume it before they go to school. They either have it in a canister or they sell it in a red balloon and they consume it like that. As far as being a traffic item with what Ms. Takayama is talking about is that there was a person in District 3 that did run over one of these bottles, and those bottles are pressurized with so much gas is that when someone runs over them, especially if it's an elder, they're going to be scared because that thing's going to explode. And when you're rolling over something that's a cylinder, it's going to make the car swerve really bad and possibly cause a traffic collision. So I do hope PD and also Joseph Cotto looks into it, because I did go in last week to Jungle Smoke Shop, and they are still selling it over there. I'm sure there's other smoke shops in Montebello that are still selling it. That's it. Thank you.
I have a question. That's the council meeting. Did you have a meeting on that? A special meeting?
Yeah, we
On the
continued.
shop?
We actually did have a special meeting last Wednesday, specifically to Jungle Smoke Shop, and we continued the meeting. So it is scheduled to be back in the agenda this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Upcoming Wednesday, not this Wednesday, the October 8th.
Okay, that is a special meeting, same.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be back on there. Yeah.
Okay, that answers my question.
Yeah.
Any, that's all the comments from all the? Okay, I'd like to call the meeting adjourned at 6:35, it looks like.